Welcome back to the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City. We are not broadcasting on Vegas All Night Radio tonight, but we are live from the Tuscany Hotel Suites and Casino. We are at Excellence BBW Winter Weekend in Vegas.
Come down to 255 East Flamingo and say White Zin and get in for $10.
That's right. Tell them the girls from the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City sent you. Right now we have at the table the fabulous, the sexy, the sultry Steve.
Wow.
Are you fabulous, sultry, and sexy, Steve?
All of the above. All of the above.
He said he'll claim it all. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll claim it.
We have one bash ending in Vegas and a new bash with their second year coming on, and Well-Rounded is going to take over the town.
For those of you that didn't make it there last year, it was downtown Fremont Street in Vegas.
Right.
Great place to be. We're going to do it this year. I got the dates on my phone. I should know them off the top of my head, but July 30th.
Yeah, 30th, 31st.
Okay, through the 4th.
Now, is
Okay.
July 30th a Monday? So the weekend
No,
before
no.
is a Tuesday?
July 30th is a Tuesday.
And then the weekend before is Fan Fest, right?
Right, the weekend before is Fan Fest. There's already 300 people registered. So this
That is awesome.
So this is going to be, we're going to get, 500 people at this. It's a super. The South Tower is really close to the dances. There's
Are you
and the
at the
pool.
same
It's
place?
close to the
right,
pool.
same place. It's at the Plaza last year.
Nice.
We had super good feedback.
You know what? I liked the Plaza. There was a lot of restaurants to choose from. You walk out the front door, you're on
All
Fremont Street. The
No,
whole
there-
tower was the whole, the people that were there for Well-Rounded. The pool was close.
Right.
It was good stuff.
There was 24-hour restaurants. It was really. We had so many people after the event come up and say, "I love the Plaza. Let's do it again." So we're going to do it again at the Plaza. Now, right now, you can save a little money because it'll be more at the door, but it's $269.
And
for
that's
like-
for what? 4
that-
days, 5 days?
No, that's for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I think there's a little thing on Sunday morning. So
That's a great deal, guys.
all right.
Stop touching your cord. What? I'm not touching my cord,
Yeah,
but
you
you know
keep
what?
touching it and it breaks you up.
I want to stroke it.
Yeah, there you go.
You keep stroking it, and I'm going to have to cut you off.
Right,
I want to stroke.
I see you done fucked your shit up. Look at that. Stop touching your shit.
right.
Oh, you can't hear me. I'm breaking up. I know it.
They'll fix it without a problem. But
So the website that people can go to go
it's
register,
wellroundedbbw.com.
right? And you also have a group and a Facebook page,
Right,
correct?
yeah. I mean, Bree is all over the Facebook, and there's also a group. I really think, the pool parties were so much fun last year. We're going to have one every night, if I forgot to mention that, till 4 a.m. So,
And you guys have planned a lot. There's, you know what I like
Oh, yeah,
about the whole thing is that it's not your standard bash of schedule. Like
No.
Bree's thrown in some extra things
Right,
in there,
right.
and it's really good stuff.
no, it's there's some really cool workshops during the day. I mean, she's really, she's been planning events back since 95
Right.
in Boston. She did her own dances, the second place in the country. So, and then, she's been planning events for a long time. So she puts tons of thought into it, and she's the Virgo, plans like crazy. So,
But that's good for all of us.
yeah, no, there's nothing that she doesn't consider or think about. So I think everybody really liked Fremont Street. So if you haven't checked it out, if you weren't able to make it last year,
That's
make
classic
plans.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Fremont Street is
It's
classic,
classic Vegas.
It is very
There's so many food choices, and the parties will be great. So
Yeah, that was the big thing. There's so many restaurants in the plaza. If you
Right.
haven't eaten at the Hash House, eat at the Hash House.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Great.
Well,
And then just footsteps away
Right.
on Fremont
Right,
Street
exactly.
itself.
And the weekend on Fremont, they've always got
Right.
bands and
Now,
stuff going on.
You guys may or may not be aware of this, but there is a First Friday that they do every downtown Fremont, and guess what? First Friday.
First Friday.
That's
Oh,
First Friday.
yeah. And you know what? I have a friend that does. It's called 3 Potato 4, and he does gourmet potatoes.
Right.
It's French fries with. So he'll be down there First Friday.
So First Friday is down there, and there's a couple things you look at when you're looking for an event. You don't want tons of walking. The 5th floor pool means that you don't have to walk through the casino in your bikini, even though I thought that would be great. But,
You wouldn't mind if this was a nudist parade, would you?
no.
I think you told us that last time.
They don't have a
did.
topless pool, but we're working on it. But
Private pool party, close
Yeah.
options.
Well, I think
Yeah,
it's
I
great
wish.
because you know what? Everybody's used to coming to Vegas in July.
right.
And the fact that you guys are picking up right where the other bash left off is all good. Nothing
Right,
but good.
right. And I mean, Bree was very, upfront and did a lot of planning with them. So, she's got tons of experience. And
Now, all of our listeners, if you want to register, go to Well-Rounded BBW and make sure you put in your email when you talk to Bree that you heard us on the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City.
oh yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
Exactly. Because we're
definitely.
trying to get them to let us broadcast.
Right. right.
You need to pay our way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. No, that'll definitely help. And Bree's all over Facebook, promoting and letting you know what's going on. So if you have any questions, she's way accessible. So I think it's going to be, just an unbelievable.
Well, if it's any bigger than last year was damn near bursting at the seams.
I know,
There was
and-
fatties everywhere.
Right, and we're going. We're going to have more space, and it's also helpful. The hotel now knows what to expect.
Yeah, second year's always got to be better
second
than
year
first.
is always better than the first year. So this should be, just unbelievable.
Well, and you know what I think is great is you guys, they have hooked up with BBW Fan Fest because I know we got a lot of listeners that like the porn girls. If you buy a ticket to Fan Fest, you get a discount on your Well-Rounded ticket. So I think
Right.
in their weekend, they're back-to-back. One ends on Monday, the other one starts on
Right.
Tuesday. So spend a week in Vegas
Right.
and see the porn stars and go to
Right.
Well-Rounded and see
Right.
all the other
Now,
fat chicks.
There
and it's
is
good.
there is a Monday party on the that would be the 29th. So don't if you're coming to Fan Fest, it's just separate from the it's separate. The people that did the early bird, they get that, but it's going to be a separate party.
And that's hosted by a Well-Rounded or from Fan Fest?
No,
It's a group.
It's a well-rounded event.
Okay.
It's just that was a perk for the people that signed up super early bird
For the Fan Fest
for the
stuff,
Monday night.
super
But
early bird. Okay.
it's not going to be a huge fee to get. So you can pretty much, if you're going to be at Fan Fest and you want to stay over, there is a party Monday night. So don't feel left out. So just we try to. It's really hard. Everybody is coming and going at a different time. We're trying to accommodate like 600 people, so we try to work it out the best we can. So
I have a question. So last year you had your night parties open to the public. There's going to be a lot of people that are working, so can't attend the well-rounded bash in total. So will your party nights be open to the public as well?
now that I think is not going to be open to the public. So
Are you
Is that all the events, or are you going to open Friday and Saturday?
well, there's separate pricing. If
is there daily? There's
Right.
daily pricing.
right, there's separate pricing for the weekend. I mean, I should have dragged Bree's butt over here because she's the price queen, and I said, okay, what exactly do I need to know? But I know that it's not going to be like come to the party on Thursday night. If you live in town, it's not going to be open to that. So, you have to figure out when you want to go. Now, the Monday party is going to be, whatever it is, $40-50, and you can go to it.
Right.
But for the rest of the week after that, you're going to have to be part of one of the weekend or the week
Got
long.
it,
So,
got it.
I see.
it's just it works better to keep it as structured as possible.
Right,
So.
right.
But I know it seems like it's a long way off, but man,
It's not.
I remember football season just started. Now it's all over. So
Right.
before you know it, it's going to be June 30th, and be like, holy smoke!
You know what I'd like
can
you
say
to, I'd
shit.
like you to tell
Right.
us about,
Holy
and
shit.
Bree might be a better person to have over here, but tell us about some of the things that are be going on during the day. We all know there's a big drunken dance party every night.
Right.
But tell us what,
And then a
because
pool
I know,
party after.
Well,
yeah,
she's
a pool
got-
party. But I know there's some really
There's-
good seminars and
right.
groups.
She's got
Please
workshop.
tell us.
It's
and
on-
isn't there bingo?
right.
And
It's on the. It's already on the site.
Good.
I think the whole itinerary's up, or a good portion of it's up. So there's. She tried to do workshops that would, just
Appeal to the
appeal
masses.
to a lot of different
And
people.
doesn't she have the philosophy like anybody should get knowledge? So
Sure.
like you don't have to necessarily have your registration for well-rounded to go to some of the workshops. Or?
Right. You know, that is also like her expertise. But
Her domain.
I know that the workshops that they did last year were really well received. She had a bunch of different, diverse ones. You know, there's going to be Zumba again, and there's just a whole bunch of different stuff that they did. So, you know, if you have a specific question, get on Facebook and
Well,
ask
you know,
Bree,
we
but-
would love to have Bree on the show every week to give us an update, or
I know.
you yourself to be on every week to give
Right.
us an update.
Well,
but
we're
we're promoting it. You
I
know,
know- I
it's
know
a
you guys
local
are.
event, and we do nothing but want
Right.
everybody to be at our
right.
local
So
event.
you know, it's going to be. You know, last year was just ground zero for BBWs, and you know, it is. You know, it's going to be just unbelievably fun.
It's all about timing, and the timing is right.
Right,
Yes, it is.
exactly.
The timing
And
is right.
you know, I can just remember the fifth floor pool kind of just overlooks. You can see the old horseshoe, and
It is
it's
a
just
beautiful view. Yeah.
it's just like this little tranquil place, and it's just like it was just so much fun. So I'm really excited to you know, do it again. So
Well, we're excited.
Well,
we're
all right.
totally excited.
You know
about it.
us. We want to be there. So
I know
let
you
it
guys
make
will
it
be
happen.
there. Well, so we'll make it happen. So yeah, just what did like it's like $2 a day, and you cover the whole thing. And the room, you know, the room rates. The plaza is totally redesigned, and the room rates are low, and they may even go lower because
Really?
you know, it depends on their availability. But a lot, you know, we're watching the minute that they lower the room rate. You know, I mean, I know it's, you know, it's way under $40 a night.
Well, and the summer in Vegas, they lower the rates because who
Right.
wants to come to Vegas when it's 110
Right,
except
right.
us fat chicks that want to party,
Right,
right?
so you know, it is an affordable thing. So
Yes, it is.
let's do it. So I'm happy to be on here to talk about it, and I can't wait.
And we want to like work out that you're on every few weeks to give us the update
Yeah,
and
I'm
what's
gonna-
going on.
I'll
and-
either make it a point to get a hold of you guys, or you know, Bree is very shy by nature, and a lot of people don't believe it, but she really is. So
I know I don't believe it.
I know you know, but believe me, she
Bree
is.
is an amazing person. She's been doing a lot for the community for a
Right.
very long
And
time.
she really does care, and she gets it. You know what I mean? So
Well, we just want to make sure that the event is out there, that everybody that can be there,
Right.
and we're local, so we're on your
right.
side.
Yeah,
So
that-
give-
I
give
appreciate
them- Give them some websites they can go to find
Okay,
you guys.
yeah, it's wellroundedbbw.com, and you can sign up there, and then you know, it's also all over Facebook. So just
Google it.
Google it and go.
And you know what? I want to let you know to make sure, pick up one of our big cards, Steve, because there's the nationwide BBW club calendar that
Right.
Bree has not put the event on.
Okay.
So
Well,
as long as she puts it on there, look
All
on the
right.
back of it,
all right.
that we will make sure that anything going on,
Well,
any
Right.
updates she has is there.
Right.
Well, Bree hasn't, but I have.
Right. We've been putting it on, and we've been
Okay.
advertising on the show, but
Right.
she can put the details, any
Okay.
special events, she can
Cool.
post it right on there herself.
Right. No, that makes tons of sense. So
Yeah.
we'll check it out. All right.
Well,
Well,
thank
thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
Thanks
Yeah.
for coming over.
and the next gal that's going to sit down is you know,
Lexi Lux, it's a P,
Unbelievable.
baby, it's
So-
a P.
I'm just like the warm up. Now here comes the main event, guys. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for
Thanks,
sitting
Steve.
with us
Hey,
tonight.
thank you.
Hey, that was Steve from Well Rounded. Go to wellroundedbbw.com and you can find out more information about the bash. We are the Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City, broadcasting live from the Tuscany Suites from Excellence BBW's winter weekend. We've got Lexi Lux coming up next.
Along
We're
with
gonna
Ben, and it's Ben's very first BBW event, and he brought the card game.
okay. We're gonna stop the recording and
We'll
then we'll
get
start
with
it
them in
again.
just a second. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.